Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to my new series on how to make Zodiac rings. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe for lots more DIY wire, art, and jewelry making videos. This week we're going to be making the Capricorn Ring. So what you're going to need for this project is a ring cone, your jewelry pliers, and for this one I'm going to use 20 gauge copper wire that I bought at Michael's, but you can use a slightly thicker gauge, 18 gauge, if your wire is kind of soft, you want it to be sturdy enough. So you'll see I have two ways to finish the rings. You can either finish them on the back with two little loops that are separate so it is slightly adjustable, or you can finish them with the two little ends that kind of one loops into the other one, so it's a fixed size. So for the Capricorn, I'm going to start on the left side like that and just leave enough of an end to go around the band. So we'll just take this one and I'm going to use my larger round pliers and just start it off like that, and then I want to eyeball where I want the end to be and then just bend it to the back. Okay, we'll just bend it to the back and give it a little squeeze. If your wire is soft, you might not get as crisp a bend there. It really just depends on your wire. So we're just going to go around and do the top loop. It almost looks like the letter N. Okay, so we're going to go around like that, and then this kind of loops around like that. If you need to print out a template, that's what I did. I have templates from the internet. You can just Google search the zodiac signs and you'll come up with lots of ideas. And so for this little end loop, we're going to bend it around like this. And then we want to just kind of bend this one back. Already it looks like the symbol, but then we have to bring this wire back on itself. So we're going to bend it again to the back, okay, and then hold it here because we want it to go perpendicular, because this part is going to make the band shape here. So we have like this, you'll see the sign, this is going to go around to the back, and then this one you want to bend it down a little bit and then out, just so it's a little more centered, and the ring will sit a little nicer. So we're going to hold it onto the ring form where you want, about your size. Some of these ring cones are actually marked for sizes. As you can see, I've cut the wire way too long, but I always prefer it to cut it too long than too short. And then what you can do is kind of eyeball where it's going to be on your finger, and then what might be easier is just to put it back on the ring form where your size is, and then just look, this is like at the front, and then you want this to be right to the back. Bend it up. If you're doing the style where you finish it off where these are attached together, you're going to bend that at sort of perpendicular like that, and then all you have to do is take this end and wind it around like that, okay, and then they're going to be fixed, and then we're just going to bend this one back like that and clip the end. So we'll just clip it like that and then clip this end, and then you never want any pokey ends, so we're just going to clip it like that, and then with your flat pliers you're going to just press that so it's not pokey, and this one too, we want to push it in and push it down so it's like sitting nicely in there, so these little ends are attached, and then we'll just put it back on the ring form to get it nicely placed like that. And then if you prefer to have it adjustable, all you would really do, and I won't bother remaking the end part, but I'll just show you how you would do it. You would just bring, say your little symbol is on the front, you would bring these to the back. And then what I would do is just take this, turn this around like that. Okay, so this end is poking up that way, and let's put them both up the same direction. You could, if you wanted to, put them facing each other, but what's really important is that the one at the bottom is sticking up, so it doesn't stick into your, kind of into the joint of your finger. The middle one, it depends on the design of which zodiac you're doing. You could just use your judgment with that. This is just a way to do it if you want the ring to be adjustable, but if you know the size, it's probably better just to loop them together so that they won't, so it'll be more solid. Okay, so if we go like that, and then you'll see, when, say it's on your finger, say the zodiac sign is at the front, you're gonna see this is just gonna sit at the back like that. Thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art creations, be sure to join my Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, where we share photos of our work and get inspired by members of the group. And if you'd like to check out our Etsy shop, we make all kinds of custom wire art and jewelry on Etsy. And also, if you'd like to learn more about wire art and jewelry making, I have an online course where I teach all kinds of cool techniques, including how to make your own templates, how to make flattened bookmarks, and how to make really cool spiral beads. Thanks for watching.